Good morning, students. I welcome you all to a new class in physics today. In today's class, we will be solving the numerical problems of exercise 2A. For convenience sake and in order to save time, I have already solved the numericals for you. They are very easy and simple numerical problems. I hope you will be able to understand them. I am reading the first numerical. It has been mentioned in this question that the speed of a car is 72 kilometers per hour. You need to express it in meters per second. It is a very simple question. Remember, whenever you need to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second, you multiply by 5 by 18. That's the rule. So in order to convert 72 kilometers per hour to meter per second, you will multiply the value by 5 by 18 and the answer works out to 20 meters per second. In the next question, you need to convert meter per second to kilometers per hour. Okay, in that case, you need to multiply by 18 by 5. Just remember this, kilometer per hour to meter per second multiplied by 5 by 18 and meter per second to kilometer per hour multiplied by 18 by 5. And simple, you work out the answer. In the next question also children, you need to convert two quantities, that is kilometer per hour to meter per second. Of course, we multiply by 5 by 18 and in the second case, we need to convert kilometer per minute to meter per second. In this case, it is not kilometer per hour. So what do? You first change kilometer to meter by multiplying by 1000 and later on minute to second by multiplying by 60. Okay, so the answer is 300 meters per second. Okay, so now we move on to the next numerical. In the next numerical problem, you have been given three values. One is in meter per second, the other is in kilometer per minute, and the third one is kilometer per hour. And you need to actually arrange them in increasing order. Increasing order. So they all have to be in the same unit first. So what have I done? I have changed kilometer. This is already in meter per second. I have changed kilometer per minute to meter per second by multiplying by 1000 and dividing by 60. Similarly, I have converted kilometer per hour to meter per second by multiplying by 5 by 18 and I get three answers. Now I have to arrange in increasing order. Increasing order means I start with the lowest, that is 5 meter per second, actually which is 18 kilometer per hour. It is the answer to 18 kilometer per hour is 5 meter per second, so that I write down. The second number is 10 meter per second, okay, and the third one is this one 16.67, that is actually 1 kilometer per minute and I wrote it down. So this is the increasing order of numbers. Now I go to the fifth question. Now in this question you have been given, I read out the question for you children. A car travels first 30 kilometers. So the first 30 kilometers in the fifth question, I'm sorry, that was the sixth question. I'll read out the fifth one. A train takes 3 hours to travel from Agra to Delhi. The time taken is 3 hours. Uniform speed of the car is 65 kilometers per hour. That has been given. You need to find out the distance. Simple formula, speed is equal to distance upon time. You need to find out the distance, speed multiplied by time. You know both the values. You multiply and you will be able to find out your answer. Okay. Now we go to the sixth question. In this question, it has been mentioned that a car is traveling 30 kilometers with a uniform speed of 60 kilometers per hour, and in the next 30 kilometers, it is traveling 40 kilometers with a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. You need to calculate the total time taken by the car and its average speed. In order to find out the total time taken, we will first find out the time taken for this case and next for this case. First of all, in the first case, I am going to use the simple formula speed is equal to distance upon time. Putting the values, I will find out the answer for T1. Similarly, for the second case also, I know the distance and time. I know the distance and speed. I can find out the time by using the formula and the answer is 3 upon 4 hours. Now, I need to find out the total time. So, that would be 1 by 2 plus 3 by 4, that is 5 by 4 hours is the total time taken. The next part of the question is you need to find out the average speed of the car. And children, you know that the formula for average speed is total distance travelled upon total time taken. Now what is the total distance? 30 plus 30 in both the cases, right? 30 plus 30 is the total distance. See, I have added it and total time I have already found out 5 by 4. And when I solve this, the answer works out to 48 kilometers per hour. That is the average speed of the car. Next question is Question number 7. In this question, I have just represented it with the help of a simple diagram. I'll read out the question. A train takes 2 hours to reach station B from A. So from A to B, a train is taking 2 hours. And from returning back, and for returning back from B to A, it takes 3 hours. And the distance traveled, or the distance between A and B is the same, that is 200 kilometers. You need to find out the average speed in the question and also the average velocity of the car. First of all, average speed is total distance traveled upon total time taken. The total distance is 200 plus 200 and time will be 2 plus 3. So there is the direct answer is 80 kilometers per hour is the average speed. What about the average velocity? Remember, when a body returns back to the same position from where it has started, first it is moving from A to B and afterwards it comes back to A from B. So therefore the average velocity is 0. Okay. Now I read the 8th question. A car is moving on a straight path and it is covering a distance of 1 kilometer. So that I have written due east. It has been mentioned in 100 seconds. You need to find out the speed and velocity. First of all, speed is distance upon time. The time is in seconds. So the distance has to be in meters. So therefore I convert 1 kilometers to meter, that is 1000. I substitute the value, the speed is 10 meters per second. What about the velocity? Velocity would also be same, 10 meters per second. But because it is a vector quantity, I need to specify the direction in it. So I write down velocity as 10 meters per second due east. I hope you are understanding the questions. Now I come to the next question, and that is the 9th numerical. In the 9th numerical, it has been mentioned that a body starts from rest. Remember, whenever a body is starting from rest, it means that the initial velocity u is equal to 0. And it has been given in the question that it acquires a velocity of 10 meters per second. Acquiring means final velocity. Okay. And the time has been mentioned as 2 seconds. You need to find out the acceleration. Formula for acceleration is v minus u over t. That is final velocity minus initial velocity upon time. I have both the values with me and the answer is 5 meters per second square. Okay. Now I read the 10th question. A car is starting from rest, means u is 0, and it is acquiring a velocity, that is v, 180 meters per second. It is similar to the previous question. The time is in hours, you need to convert it to seconds because this is in seconds. So hours to seconds means you will multiply by 3600 because 1 hour contains 3600 seconds. So that works out to 180. I need to find out the acceleration. The formula is v minus u over t, children. I know all the values. I substitute and my answer is 1 meter per second. Now, question number 11, numerical. A body is moving vertically upwards with a velocity and the velocity changes from 50 to 20. 50 to 20 means 50 is its initial velocity and 20 is its final velocity in time 3 seconds. You need to find out the acceleration. Of course, formula is v minus u over t. You substitute the value. Because it is a smaller value minus the bigger one, so your answer would be negative. And you could actually represent the answer in 2 ways. Either you could say that the acceleration is minus 10 meters per second square, or you could represent it as retardation, small r. But when you write retardation, you are not going to use the negative sign because retardation itself is negative acceleration. So your answer will be r is equal to 10 meters per second square. Okay. So with this, I have solved 11 numerical problems for you children. What I want you to do is that go through these questions and also try to solve them on your own, all the 11 numerical problems, and the remaining numerical problems, that is from 12th to 16th. I want you to try it on your own, and I'm going to take up your doubts in the interactive class, and also in the next class I will discuss the remaining questions, that is 12th to 16th numerical problem, which you will be working out or trying to work out on your own. Thank you children.